The schoolroom entrance burst ajar with such force that the structure trembled. Chuck Norris, the 24-year-old instructor, paused halfway through his explanation at the chalkboard while three older pupils charged into his advanced English session. The main instigator, a sturdy 18-year-old called Brock Harrison, aimed straight at him. "We have to discuss this immediately." His tone held a threat that caused the rest of the class to cower in their chairs. Chuck didn't flinch. He placed his chalk aside methodically, with precise actions resembling a warrior stepping into battle. What no one at Oakwood Secondary realized was that their latest literature educator had dedicated a decade to mixed martial arts practice. "Boys," Chuck stated, his speech firm, "you're disrupting the lesson. This matter can hold until later." "Absolutely not," Brock advanced. Companions Chase, Michelle, and Ryan Torres positioned beside him. "You gave me a failing mark on that assignment. You'll revise it." "Your work was copied," Chuck responded. Over half lifted from web materials. "The score remains." Brock's expression reddened. He moved nearer. "You have no idea who you're dealing with. My father controls this place. Move away, Brock. Or else," he mocked. Chase stretched toward the pile of evaluated documents on his table. In a single shift, Chuck turned, seized his arm, and directed him into a restrained hold. "Stay off my workspace." He let go with a shove. Murmurs broke out. Brock's fury intensified. "You attacked a pupil. Your job is finished." "I safeguarded my items from removal," Chuck replied, grabbing his device. "Bring your issues to Headmaster Coleman. Exit the room." Ryan attempted to maintain position. "Not before you correct that mark. Then security will remove you. Decide now." A complete hush followed. Finally, Brock growled, "We're not done here," and retreated. Later that day, a message arrived. "Inspect your vehicle." In the lot, Chuck's Honda Civic showed damage. Insults scrawled in paint, wheels cut, side view dangling. "I witnessed it," Sophie Chen murmured. "Chase and Ryan did it." Brock clearly directed them. Chuck captured images of it all. Oakwood intimidators started gaining attention online. The following day, the torment worsened. Phony profiles under his name tacked to his entrance. A tampered display showing vulgar pictures. Brock grinning. Deputy Head Harrison proposed he express regret and alter Brock's score. "You're suggesting I modify a stolen submission and say sorry to kids who wrecked my car." Chuck noted calmly. He departed aware he'd become a larger focus. On Thursday, Brock obstructed his parking area. His front glass covered in labels. His web access suddenly failed. Learners became anxious. Following the period, Jasmine Rodriguez expressed gratitude to Chuck for resisting them and softly recounted years of being overlooked. That evening, Chuck assembled his proof, snapshots, recordings, accounts from observers, and chose to proceed. On Friday, Brock strolled and delayed. "You're tardy?" Chuck mentioned. "Punishment time," he jeered. "I was at training. Training begins at 3:30. Punishment here. I won't show." "Then you'll flunk this course. You've skipped a fifth of meetings, submitted duplicated content, and ignored guidelines." He stood up. "You'll pay for this." "Is that intimidation?" "I'm capturing it. Warnings toward educators lead to removal. It's listed in the course outline you agreed to, Section 3. For once, Brock appeared unsure. Chuck added, "Take a seat or depart, and stay away without a guardian." He rushed out. That day, Headmaster Coleman arrived alongside 3 board officials and Mayor Harrison. "We must address your handling of specific learners," Coleman started. "You refer to upholding educational rules?" The mayor scoffed. "You're bothering my son, fostering an unfriendly setting." "I've recorded each exchange," Chuck explained, "covering destruction, pestering, and scholarly deceit," up the mayor claimed. A board figure recommended Chuck take a referral to another location. "You're attempting to force me away for declining to allow cheating." Chuck's composure remained. "Your child is an aggressor and you've supported it." That Monday brought disorder, a fabricated video of Chuck circulating on devices. He headed directly to Coleman and the tech supervisor. Explicit altered media of an instructor has reached underage viewers. He declared, "I'm submitting a law enforcement complaint and notifying the FBI." Tech Analysis linked the post to equipment in the sports area via Chase's account. By midday, authorities led him away. Brock faced Chuck. "You need to end this," he replied. "Behaviors lead to results." That night, a urgent board gathering packed with guardians divided the space. Pupils rose: Jasmine, Sophie, Marcus. outlining years of Brock's aggression. The tech lead noted they'd uncovered a file with damaging info on many learners. Officer Martinez made detentions. Reports circulated. Chuck continued instructing. 3 weeks on, early in the fitness center, Chuck performed his routines. The entrances swung wide. Mayor Harrison and two burly individuals. This is institutional grounds. Chuck stated, form adjusting to position. I dominate this area, the mayor whispered. A gadget disabled the facility camera's indicator. We're discussing withdrawing accusations. I'm not withdrawing any, he signaled, and no. One charged forward. Chuck evaded and tossed him onto the seats. The next approached from below. He deflected, secured, and hit vital spots. He collapsed. Chuck raised his recording device. Did you assume I'd depend on facility monitors? Headmaster Coleman and Officer Martinez entered shortly after. The individuals lacked proper credentials. They had criminal records. Martinez detained the mayor for unlawful menace, unauthorized entry, and plotting attack. By midday, alternate facility recording emerged. Educator confrontation gained popularity. Dr. Catherine Morgan from the Regional Learning Office came with Overseer Walsh. Your records indicate a trend, she informed Chuck. We've gotten numerous reports recently. The overseer acknowledged shortcomings. Changes started at the initial gathering. Coleman declared fresh rules, required notifications, nameless submissions outside evaluations, and safeguards for pupils. He appointed Chuck as learner support leader. He remarked, I'm no savior. I shielded the kids. The true saviors are those who spoke out. Brock penned from detention facility. He accepted his harshness, promised improvement. Ryan Torres said sorry face-to-face and consented to provide evidence. Chase's guardians pursued responsibility and recovery. A opposition faction, Guardians for Classic Principles, called for Chuck's dismissal. He reviewed 57 accounts from pupils recounting extended mistreatment. The board supported him fully. Oakwood shifted. Aggression notifications decreased sharply. Educators joined. Guests examined their approach. During commencement, top student Sophie acknowledged Chuck. Brock completed his certificate in youth custody. The region created a working group. Chuck took a partial guidance position alongside educating. Coverage extended countrywide. Dr. Morgan contacted once more. The leader and national authorities sought to expand the initiative. Half a year on, Chuck spoke to lawmakers. Daily kids endure since structures favor the influential over the defenseless, he noted. Following the adjustments, aggression cases reduced markedly, studies improved, and wellness requests declined. Statute named Chuck's rule was approved, requiring such defenses across the country. Chuck reflected on Oakwood. Pupils carried themselves with more confidence. Educators applied criteria, and guardians selected bravery instead of ease. He maintained a note in his storage and a roster of individuals he wouldn't overlook. Jasmine, Sophie, Marcus, Ryan, Chase, Brock. He arrived pre-dawn still. Strike counter swing lift. Not due to enjoying conflict, but since power served others. Positioning against aggressors and their targets, guiding others to position likewise. Warm season closed on a renewed institution. In autumn, Chuck Norris came back not merely as an educator, but as a protector and supporter. The aggressors grasped their instruction. More crucially, the targets understood theirs. They no longer needed to remain targets. Officer Martinez detained Brock Harrison for scheming to share damaging content in online pursuit. While they took him, he locked gazes with Chuck. He didn't boast, just inclined his head. Media vehicles surrounded Oakwood Secondary. Chuck persisted with lessons. Overseer Walsh recognized errors. Dr. Catherine Morgan launched a regional examination. Report channels activated. Outside assessments commenced, and safeguards for informing pupils appeared on each room entrance. Pupils appreciated Chuck. Marcus mentioned the legal head was investigating municipal offices. During session, Chuck explained to them, combat training isn't for battling. It's for control and realizing you can defend yourself. Coleman authorized a post-session protection group. Correspondence came. One from his parents stated, your dad would feel honor. Another from Brock confessed he concealed using his parents' influence, swore to alter, and requested solely an opportunity to correct. A resistance organization sought Chuck's departure, asserting he promoted aggression. Chuck examined statements from 57 pupils, who endured quietly. The board decided to keep him and broaden changes. Outcomes ensued. Rule breaches dropped. Participation increased. Conversations resumed. Teams arrived to study the system. At commencement, Sophie's address praised Chuck for demonstrating bravery. A still moment occurred when Brock's title went unmentioned. The region established a working group. Chuck accepted a partial guidance spot while instructing. Months afterward, he addressed lawmakers. Senator Williams noted various regions were implementing comparable safeguards. Chuck secured his room for the break and lingered at the vehicle area where it all initiated. He resolved to embrace the countrywide position and continue educating. Power, he considered, is aid, rising so others may rise as well. Sophie pleased, yes.